Let's talk about the situation on the ground in Iraq. Juan is quite right. They held a national election in March. They still do not have a government. There has been an uptick. Violence is obviously down from the worst days, but there has been an uptick of violence in recent months. We're going to have tens of thousands of troops there until at least the end of 2011. But today, what are we leaving in Iraq? Where does Iraq stand?
Well, a lot depends on what we do in Iraq, as it depended on what we did in 1953 in Korea. Eisenhower said, we'll get out of Korea, we'll end the war. He did. Republicans were bitterly critical of Truman's conduct of the war in Korea. He didn't then pull all our troops out and wash his hands of it and say, well, this is up to the Koreans to resolve their future. He left enough troops there to ensure stability. He left enough troops there to ensure stability.
It was George W. Bush who negotiated the Status of Forces Agreement that all troops are out at the end of 2011.
I agree. I thought at the time that was a mistake, but nonetheless, if you talk privately to Bush people and to Obama people, they said that could be renegotiated. If the Iraqi government wants to renegotiate that over the next year, once they get their government set up in the next month, the president, I think, should signal that he would be open to that. We've invested a lot in Iraq. We won the war thanks to the surge and General Petraeus and General Odierno. Odierno did a fantastic job of managing this drawdown to minimize the damage that was done by drawing down 100,000 troops in 18 months. We should now win the peace. We have a huge stake in Iraq being reasonably successful, reasonably democratic, reasonably stable. And this rhetoric of the war is over, it's now up to the Iraqis is a mistake. Otherwise, I think President Obama has been responsible, but he should not wash his hands of Iraq. It's irresponsible, and the rhetoric sounds like it's up to them to figure out what to do.